Trust is critical. I think we know without trust as leaders, it's really, really difficult to influence and take people with us. But I think trust, permeates into so many things, into our culture, into our sales force with our customers. And this model I want to share with you came from a book called The Trusted Advisor, which I think is a really powerful and simple way to start to think about that, the whole concept of trust, but more importantly, how you can start to change how you are viewed by external people and trusted as a consequence. So the trust equation is built around almost like a simple formula that says, when we take the credibility we have with the person in the context of we want to trust us, how reliable we are to them, and how intimate a relationship we have with them, obviously in the appropriate sense for what we're talking about, divided by our self-orientation. So is our orientation all about us or all about them? That typically gives you a score for how trustworthy you will be seen in the eyes of the person that you want to trust you. So in terms of using this very practically, you can kind of just score yourself simply out of 10. If you were to take somebody, really top of their game, professional services executive, in the eyes of somebody that they work with, their credibility is 10 out of 10. They absolutely know their stuff. They're top of their game, as I said. They always do what they say they're going to do. They're totally reliable. The great relationship with them, the intimacy was fantastic. But whenever you deal with them, it's all about them. So their self-orientation is also a 10 as well. So you can see that, they can score 30 across the top of the equation. The minute their orientation is all about them, and that's what you divide it by, suddenly their trust equation score out of a possible 30 is only 3. I think, when you start to stop and reflect on that, there are probably many people in this world that, we go, yeah, they're amazing, they're really good, but I kind of just don't trust them. It's all about them. And I think that's kind of what we need to start to grasp, because when you then start to look at a different set of scores, somebody maybe that's not quite as credible, maybe only 7 out of 10, they're pretty reliable but not 100%, and maybe my relationship's not that great, 6 out of 10, I don't dislike them, but it's nothing special. But whenever they deal with me, it's all about me. Suddenly that score goes from 3 to 18. And so we're building a much bigger trust score. And I think I'm seeing this now in a world where we're craving more authenticity, and we're really cautious about who we trust and who we want to work with. This equation is really, really critical. It's critical for us as leaders. It's critical for our salespeople. I think it's critical just in all areas where people have to work together. So obviously build credibility, build reliability, build the right types of relationships, but find ways, in the way you talk to your customers and the way you work with each other to make it about them, not about you. And then you'll get that trust and hopefully there's better outcomes.